Hello everybody, my name is Rocky, and if you're new to my channel, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle, right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Now today is really crazy because we're going to be talking about all three things. We never do that. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is jewelry. So is that fashion? Yeah, I would say that's fashion. It's an accessory. And as you know, you've been on this journey with me where I've been trying to fill up all of my fingers with rings. At this point, I only have my thumbs missing, but up until last week, I was missing my middle finger and I found a new ring for it. And it was literally by chance. I had a layover in Houston on my way to Costa Rica, and you've seen the two vlogs. If you haven't already, go check them. Two vlogs about my experience in Costa Rica. And while I was waiting in Houston, Texas airport, I stumbled across this jewelry store called James Avery. And what caught my eye is because I know the actor who has passed, James Avery, who's the dad on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I'm like, I wonder if there's some association. So I walked in there with that on the brain, but was totally captivated by their pieces. Beautiful pieces, wonderfully made, and wonderfully priced on top of all of that. A little bit about the company. They were started, I think, like back in 1954 in somewhere in Texas. That's where they're based. And I think that's maybe where the majority of their stores are. And one fun fact about this company is that they were commissioned to make the chalice, the cup, the communion cup for the Pope back in 1987. I think maybe that's their claim to fame, but I don't know. Like you would have to be a company that makes really well-made pieces if the Pope commissions you for a friggin' cup. So I have a ring from them and I absolutely love it. And the reason why it caught my eye is because one, it's silver. The base of it is silver, and I really preferred that to be my metal of choice. Even though I'll mix sometimes, silver is my metal of choice, or white colored metals, if that makes sense. White, gold, platinum, things like that. And the other thing you all know about me, rainbow is my favorite color, and it has all of the colors. Now, I played around with some other ones that they had that they just did not have in my size. Most of their pieces only go down to a size 7, and I needed a 6 for my middle finger. And this one happened to be like the one that really caught my eye, was my favorite piece. And I think it was, oh, I have the receipt right here. And this was $59. So for a piece to me that's unique, is not like something that you'll pick up in any random store because it's James Avery in the airport. And I think it's a unique piece. It's not like any of the other ones that I have. I have others that have different color stones. I was really trying to find something that had a green stone in it because I have pink, I have blue, I have yellow, and I wanted to get something different, but this one has all the colors. So I think we're good. And so now all we have to do is find ones for my thumbs. I think I want ones for my thumbs. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Is that doing too much? Does it seem incomplete without anything on the thumb? You all let me know. But if you're interested, check out James Avery. They have some really unique pieces. Now, more from the fashion front. This one is like no secret. It's my obsession. I get stuff from Free People all the time, whether it's directly from Free People or from like Poshmark and Mercari, where it's pre-owned, pre-loved. I'm always getting Free People pieces. And this is no different. They had a sale. I think it was an additional 40% off all dresses. And it also included the pieces that were on clearance. So there were some deals to be had. It just so happened that I waited a little bit to actually check out the website and check out the sale. So a lot of things were already sold out. A lot of things were no longer in my size, or some of the pieces I already had because I shop there all the time. So this one I felt was a unique piece. Let me show it to you. So this one looked like suede on the website, and I didn't really check to see really what it's made of, but it's a suede-like piece. I think I'm gonna have to do a cutaway of what this looks like on the website, but it's a suede-like shift dress, and I got this in an extra small, but I'm holding it up and it's making me nervous how big this is. This is huge. So I can't remember how it's supposed to fit, but for some reason something drew me to this and made me want to buy it. So I'm sure it's cute when you put it on. Hopefully I'm doing a cutaway or a side-by-side so you can see how it looks. But that's it. The original price on here is $148, and so hopefully I can put on screen how much I paid for it. I feel like I didn't pay any more than $30 for this, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's on screen somewhere. The next things are lifestyle, and I've talked about this before, is this tea brand called Harney Sons. Now, I fell in love with it on a surprise trip to New York. My husband took me there for a weekend, and while we were waiting for breakfast one morning, we stumbled across Harney Sons, and this is another family-owned business that kind of sells their brand plus bespoke local or small family type of products in their stores, and which I really, really love. So I did a haul not too long ago and absolutely fell in love with one of their teas. This by far, hands down, any chai I've ever tasted, anything, this by far is the best tea I have ever had in my life. And that's saying a lot because I drink a lot of tea. And this is their newer horchata tea. It was sold out for the longest. So when I got it and I loved it, I went right back and bought some more. I don't know if I'm stacking this or I bought some more. And I was so nervous, like, oh my gosh, I don't ever want to be out of this. So I got myself a few tins of this. I'm contemplating giving my friend Skip, this is his company's sweatshirt, but I'm contemplating giving my friend Skip one of these, but I don't know if I like them that much to give him a box, but we'll see. I have to think about it over the next few days if I want to give him one of my tins. What I'm really hoping is that they come up with this in loose leaf form. I really hate bagged tea. I don't know what it is. I have an aversion to bagged tea, and I actually cut these bags open and brew the inside, the leaves and stuff inside of them on their own. I do cut them out of but this is a beautiful oolong tea and flavored with, let me see if they describe how it's flavored. Oolong tea, toasted rice, cinnamon, natural vanilla flavor, natural milk flavor, but this is dairy free and it is gorgeous. And what I do is I take my wild organic honey to sweeten it. I do a teaspoon of that and a little drop of coconut milk to make my latte, give it that full horchata feel. And it is the most delicious tea drink that I've ever had in my life. Any other drink I've ever had doesn't come close. And this is not even like barista made. This is made at home. I can imagine if a barista made me a cup, it would even be better, but the best. So anyway, I feel like the reason why I went on there is because they were having a sale, but maybe not. And I picked up another thing, and this is also bagged, but they don't have this in loose form. And I was like, if I like that one so much, let me try something different but similar. And this one's called Strawberry Milkshake. This one's a oolong tea with milk flavor, strawberry flavor, vanilla flavor, and contains natural flavors and is dairy free. I know a lot of people are like, oh, natural flavors, you never know what those are. Listen, I'm not that picky. But I am super excited to try this one. I will let you all know how it turns out. How cute is this container? I'll let you know how it turns out. But I'm super excited to try this. This is unlike anything that I've ever purchased. I'm usually a chai latte, Earl Grey, something like this, kind of like very spicy, cinnamon, dark kind of a tea person. So a strawberry milkshake is different from anything that I've ever purchased. This is something completely new that I've ever purchased from them as well. Again, like I said, they like to do small family owned or bespoke brands and stuff like that. This is called a cherry chai spread. So this one, it says, we are a little company, woman owned and operated. We believe in fruit and fellow women makers. This jar is made in collaboration with Donna, a small woman run company grinding spices and making high quality masala chai every day here in Brooklyn. So again, small bespoke. I love what they're doing there. And so it makes me want to buy some of the other little kitschy things that they have on the site. So then, like I said, this is meant to be a little, I think it's a spread. Let's see, what does it say? I think this is a spread. And I am super excited to try this one. Cherry and chai, I don't know, but we gonna do it. The next brand I did mention before, I got this in a cinnamon flavor before, and I got this in a different flavor. These from Allen, I think it's called, what's the name of this brand? Allen something. Allen Scottish Shortbread. I got this in an Earl Grey and a pumpkin spice this time around. I actually ended up getting two of the Earl Grey. I love the artwork on these. These are so cute. It comes with 4 shortbread cookies in here, and they all have this little cute little story. But again, Allen's is also I don't know if these are small, but they're family owned and companies, and these are bespoke. You can't really find them everywhere. Absolutely love the unique nature of all of these products. And lastly, as always, they always throw in a few extra little goodies in your bag, like free samples. They threw in an English breakfast tea and an Assam black tea here. So I will be I usually take these and I put these in my travel bag. So, because not everywhere has good tea when I'm traveling. So I like to bring my own tea. That was it for Harney Sons. And I went back to Marty.com and to Amazon as well to pick up more of this thing that I fell in love with. We talked about this before. And I mentioned to you this brand called Love by Essie, which is a nail polish brand. And said, by far, this has to be the best nail polish I have ever tried in my life. And I said I was tempted to go back and buy every single color that they have and get rid of all of my nail polish. Well, I am on my way, y'all. I picked up a little lilac purple one. I picked up this like super, super pale light green one. I picked up a deeper, like a red wine Merlot looking kind of one. I picked up this mauve-y one. How beautiful is that one? And I also grabbed a blue. Now, there are other colors too. And I got all the ones that Marty.com had available because I hauled already a pink and a yellow. And you saw that already. But on Amazon, they have even more colors, but not all of the colors are discounted or cheap. So these run anywhere between $5 and $12, depending on the color. So I'm just going to keep watching them. And as the colors that I love become cheaper, I will grab them. But I think I got all of the ones that are, the $5.99, $6.99 price. I'm not paying I'm not going to pay $12 for them or anything like that. But nonetheless, I just want to put you all on game. Again, these are all natural plant-based products. Again, the coverage, they're super opaque and thick. So really one coat will do you. And then taking them off, like taking the polish off, I use half of a cotton ball and it got all of the polish off of all my nails and I didn't have to do a second pass. If I didn't want to, I didn't have to do a second pass. But yeah, so I wanted to put you on to that. You can either go to Amazon. I'll link as much of everything down below as I can. But you can go to Amazon or Marty.com to grab these polishes. Now, also on Marty.com, I did get some other things, like some edible things, but we don't need to talk about food. But I got this Burt's Bees Overnight Intensive Light Lip Treatment. And I don't know what it is, but my lips are always, I know what it is. I hate water. I don't drink water. And it's terrible. But my lips are always dry. So I got this so that I can heal my lips at night. And I think this will do the trick. I love Burt's Bees products. And so we'll see. I just love like things that have the bees, that are made with beeswax and bees products in general. So it didn't have to be Burt's Bees. It could have been anybody, but I do like Burt's Bees. And lastly, I wanted to share this. I'm a greeting card person. If you've ever, if you know anything about me IRL, I am a greeting card person, whether it be a just because with your gifts, to send a message that I need to share. I still do snail mail and I still include cards and stuff with gifts and things like that. I'm just that person. And this one I thought was super cute. It says, hi, howdy, hey. Again, for just the people in your life that you want to say hello to. And this one, I love that it's pink. These were originally $5. They had them for $2 on the website. You get 10 cards and 10 envelopes. So I said, why not? I send cards and stuff all the time. It's something that is going to get used. It's not dated or seasonal. I like things like this. And so, yeah, I would say check out Marty.com. I am not affiliated with them, not sponsored, none of the things. Don't get commission, none of that. I just enjoy the site. So every time they do new drops, all the time because I get email notifications like, hey, just released. I keep, my eye out. And if there's something interesting, I'll just kind of throw it in cart. And when I feel like I have enough in the cart, I'll just buy it. So right now I'm just keeping an eye out and I wanted to share that with you. All right, so that brings us to the end of today's triple threat video, which was fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. We did it all today, y'all. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in anything, I'll try to link as much as I can down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Thumbs up, of course. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl